Happy Wednesday, everybody, and also happy 2019. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the overall market since the last few weeks, because it was quite busy over the last few weeks for me. A lot of holiday stuff and New Year's. So we had pretty much the full-on, I wouldn't even say panic, but we had the full-on sell-off, and it got us pretty close to those key levels that I had been mentioning, prior weeks past, as far as I was expecting at least a washout below 230s in my mind. And then it sounded like we got the Powell put, if that's anything that you guys understand. Basically, I think it was on this day, the 27th, basically said we may or may not continue our plan on hiking rates. Market loved that, and off we went to the races. So one of the key levels that I had mentioned before that is the 260. So, obviously you can see here support for the entire year, and it even supported here. So this is the big key level that I am looking at overall, and the market is 260. We got very close there today, and we may not even test it. So, my whole thesis coming into the next full trading week would be on the short side, with a potential retest of at least 250, if not 247 area. 250 I think will hold for at least a short while, just because of the resistance that was on the previous days. So kind of be aware of that. In other kind of news, marijuana sectors pretty much on full rebound since the last video that I mentioned. Today specifically, CGC got an upgrade. I think that was last night after the close. Pretty frustrated with that one. I actually had to trade on the whole time, panicked out during this move, and then proceed to watch it do exactly what I expected once it broke over that 30 area. So that was a bummer, but did make some trades on it today right out of the gate. So overall happy with that, I suppose. I was thinking that this might retest 35s tomorrow, but it looks like it did it after hours here, so that's also another area of interest for me. Oil recently as well came off a full rebound off of the 42s. It's kind of in that area again of resistance. So the overall kind of market to me is saying, take profits, take gains. If it hits that 260, I think everybody's going to kind of wait, but I think the selling is going to go ahead and push us back down to that 250 area. One of the other very interesting things that I've seen in the market in the last few days are these other names, and RGO, I think it is, are these random names that are popping up like in the $13 area. And just for instance, there's this ORGO one today. I did not trade this stock specifically, but yesterday opened at 13, and it reminded me exactly of the PHUN, which has been making kind of an insane move since its listing, going from 10 to 220 in one day, and ORGO basically did the exact same thing, but it did it intraday, 13 to 310. And the reason that these all caught my eye was one of the members in our trading room pulled up, and he also mentioned that there's warrants on both of these names. So the warrants is what made me look at it, and the fact that the other one also had that is very, very interesting to me. So I'm going to kind of keep my eye on these. Keep in mind, if you're trading these, the volume is absolutely tiny. But even at this point, I think ORGO right here had a valuation of over $5 billion. Here about $10 billion. So just got to be aware of that. Just to end it, SPY 260. Fail is my anticipation, with 250 being the retest. Marijuana sector kind of heating back up as well again. And the cryptos are pretty much just hanging around at the, I think Bitcoin's at 4,000 exact level. So nothing really to report there. So hope you guys have a great rest of the week.